Now, on the Republican Study Committee's budget. Earlier this week, House Republicans released a hard right wish list masquerading as a budget plan. The Republican Study Committee's new budget can be summarized in 2 words: dangerous, disastrous. This Republican Studies Committee budget plan is dangerous because it doubles down on the hard right's war on women. It endorses a national ban on abortion with 0 exceptions for rape or incest, which remains the ultimate goal of the hard right should they come to power. Anyone's asking what would happen if the Republicans kept the House, took the Senate and the presidency? Just read this on abortion. Just read this Republican Study Committee's budget. A national ban on abortion with 0 exceptions for rape and incest. That is the goal of the Republican Party should they gain power and are able to do it. We'll do everything we can, of course, to stop them. The RSC budget plan also rolls back access to mifepristone, a safe, reliable, and widely available medicine that millions of Americans have used for over 20 years. The RSC budget plan would critically endanger access to IVF. As much as Republicans have tried to recently sound moderate on IVF, when they have to put their pen to paper and say what their proposals are, their radical agenda is blowing up in their faces. And all you have to do is read the RSC budget plan to see they haven't moderated 1 iota on women's health, whether it's abortion, mifepristone, or IVF. The Republican Study Committee, which represents the vast majority of House Republicans, reads like a hard-right, radical, anti-woman document. But that's not all. The RSC budget is disastrous because it proposes a stunning $1.5 trillion in cuts to Social Security while raising the retirement age for millions of hardworking Americans. That is crazy, Mr. President. Remember, the Republican Study Committee isn't some arcane offshoot of the Republican Party. It represents 80% of their members in the House, including all of their leadership. For all intents and purposes, the RSC budget plan represents the Republican agenda. And what is the Republican agenda? Aside from cutting back dramatically on women's rights, national ban on abortion with no exceptions, it also is cutting Social Security and raising the retirement age. What is the Republican agenda? It's also repealing $35 insulin for seniors on Medicare and repealing its authority to negotiate cheaper drug prices. What is the Republican agenda? It's trillions of dollars in tax breaks for the ultra-wealthy and trillions of dollars in budget cuts to the Children's Health Program and the ACA. These are just some of the terrible things in the RSC budget plan. It's awful, it's cruel, but amazingly, it is what the overwhelming majority of House Republicans endorse.